One more match to go ahead of the mini World Cup break for Toronto FC, a rescheduled match against DC United Wednesday night. Gareth Wheeler alongside Terry Dunfield, who's back to normal business for Toronto FC. Friday night in Philadelphia with a 2-1 win, their first away win of this 2018 campaign. Terry, how can Toronto FC build on that win? What did you like, and how can they move forward now?
I thought there was a lot of positives from it, and I thought we saw TFC of last season, signs of it. I thought it was a good decision to go back to that 3-5-2. Early on, they started a high tempo, they moved the ball across the pitch, and what it did is it really stretched the union, and I think that's where the first goal comes from. Michael Bradley all of a sudden finds Vasquez in that pocket. Vasquez receives it on the half turn, but because Philly were so stretched and the back four's a little bit open, I think Vasquez is able to put that pass through to Jonathan Osorio. He takes it on the run, great first touch. TFC are up 1-0, and then that second goal's so important. Javinko does really well. He opens up that gate. Rosenberry accepts it, takes the invitation, closes the gate, picks it off, and Jonathan Osorio again getting forward from midfield. And I think having Michael Bradley in behind him just allows him to get forward as well. And then all of a sudden 2-0 up, and then you don't have to, this late surge isn't coming.
The word that's being used is a character win. The term gritty is being used as well. I think that they both apply. It doesn't always have to be picture perfect. They just need to find a way to start going on a little bit of a run here, Terry, very much like they did last year.
Yeah, it's important. It wasn't perfect. Pico caused some problems, hit the bar, and Bono had to play his part as well, made a big stop in the first half as well.
Getting back to normal business at home is something that is going to be of the utmost importance as this game's back at BMO Field. Last time out, they lost to FC Dallas at home. Teams are coming in and playing very defensively, straight on the counter, and when TFC seems to concede first, teams are just giving them even more of a license to sit back and wait and call Toronto FC on. So what do you want to see from TFC as they return home on Wednesday?
I think, as you touched on before, just find a little bit of a rhythm, build some momentum on the back of Philly, play a similar sort of way, that 3-5-2. I think DC will sit a little bit deeper. They're coming off a 2-1 defeat in Seattle, so it's a tough trip from them. They're very compact. They're a young side, and I think if TFC can move the ball, opportunities will come their way. Just move that ball quick and a good start.
It's been a difficult start for DC United. They've had a lot of games away from home as they await their brand new stadium to finally be complete. They're bottom of the table in the Eastern Conference. Where does the danger come from in this DC United team, Terry?
I think Maddox up top. He used to play for the Caps, Portland. He's got 6 and 10 scored against Seattle. You might remember him leaping over top of Milos Kocic against Vancouver. For Vancouver against TFC not long ago. Areola is an interesting piece in the middle of the park. Came up from Mexico, played for the U.S. men's national team. I prefer him a little bit out wider, but he gives you a threat. Going forward, a lot of their moves go through Acosta. Left-footed playmaker. He's comfortable on the ball. He won't run away from you, but I think if you stop him, you stop a lot of DC's attack.
They play a 4-1-4-1 under Ben Olsen. I feel like if you press and make sure that the wingers need to be more disciplined in terms of their defensive duties, you can really reap the benefits. I really think that Toronto FC, those fullbacks in that 3-5-2, need to bomb forward and force those wingers to defend.
Yeah, we saw a lot of that last season, in particular Morrow getting forward, and I think Telfer's able to do that, Auro can, and it really keeps teams pinned in at the right moments.
What a brilliant week, Terry. The World Cup's upon us, the sun's shining, Toronto FC coming off a victory. Let's make it 2 in a row come Wednesday night, shall we?
Let's start this run. Greg also had his polka dot shirt on as well, so that normally means the start of a good run.
He did. He is one sharp man. We hope to see you out. It's the appetizer for the World Cup. It goes Wednesday night, an 8 p.m. kickoff at BMO Field against DC United. You can watch on TSN, listen on TSN 1050.